It is early evening. The dishes are handled, the kitchen counter has already been wiped, and the main walkway is clear. Still, your eyes keep moving around the room, looking for the next thing that might need attention. A faint mark on the floor, dust along a shelf, one fingerprint on the glass door. After 40, many women are not only cleaning what is necessary, they are also carrying the pressure to keep the entire home looking permanently finished. Today we are looking at 7 areas you don't need to clean every day after 40. This is not about ignoring hygiene or letting real mess build up. It is about matching the work to the way your home is actually used so you can protect your energy, reduce the mental load at home, and stop cleaning all day. Before we begin, there is one distinction that makes everything else easier. Necessary cleaning has a clear reason. Something spilled. Food touched a surface. Mud came through the door. A bathroom area is visibly dirty. A frequently touched handle needs attention. You see the need, you handle it, and the task has an ending. Constant cleaning feels different. It usually begins with a vague sense that you should be doing more. One small mark becomes a full room reset. A little dust becomes a complete shelf cleaning session. A room no one has entered still gets vacuumed because it is on the list. The house may already be reasonably clean, but your mind has not been given permission to stop. The goal is not to create one perfect schedule for every household. A home with young children, pets, allergies, illness, heavy foot traffic, or a humid bathroom may need more frequent care in certain areas. The useful question is not, what should every woman clean today? It is, what does this particular area actually need? Some spaces need daily attention. Some need weekly care. Others can wait until you see build-up or until a monthly rotation brings you back to them. That is not neglect. It is a calmer home habit. Floors are easy to overclean because they are large and visible. When one section looks dirty, it can make the whole house feel unfinished. But most homes do not need every floor cleaned from wall to wall every day. The kitchen near the sink may need a quick wipe. The entryway may collect dust, leaves, or rain. The dining area may need a sweep after a meal. Those are clear local needs. The problem begins when one dirty spot turns into a whole house routine. You notice crumbs under the table, so you vacuum the living room, the hallway, the bedroom, and the spare room. You see one footprint, and suddenly the mop is out for every hard floor in the house. A task that could have taken 5 minutes quietly becomes 40. Try cleaning in zones. Sweep where the crumbs fell. Wipe the footprint. Vacuum the path people actually used. Then put the equipment away. A weekly full floor clean may be enough for the main rooms in many homes, with spot cleaning in between. Low traffic rooms may need less. A household with pets, outdoor shoes, or small children may need more. The point is not the exact number of days. The point is to stop treating every visible mark as proof that the entire floor has failed. A floor can be clean enough even when it does not look freshly washed. A room that no one has used does not need to be cleaned as if someone slept there last night. Still, unused spaces often enter the daily scan. You open the door, straighten the bedding, adjust a chair, wipe a surface or vacuum a floor that has barely been walked on. It can feel like being prepared. But sometimes preparation becomes maintenance for an event that is not happening. A guest room may need fresh bedding, a dust check, and a short vacuum before someone arrives. A home office may need a reset after a busy workday. A craft room may need attention when materials have been left out. Those are real reasons. An empty room, however, can usually move to a weekly, bi-weekly, or as needed check. If it becomes a drop zone, put away the items that landed there. Do not automatically turn that into a complete room cleaning. You do not have to keep every unused room in presentation condition. Close the door if that helps. Let the room be finished enough until there is a reason to prepare it. Baseboards have a strange way of becoming visible when you are already tired. You finally sit down, look across the room, and notice a narrow line of dust near the wall. Then you see another section. Soon you are carrying a cloth from one room to the next, cleaning something that was not affecting how anyone used the home. Baseboards, trim door frames, and lower walls are maintenance areas. In most rooms, they do not need daily attention. There will be exceptions. A spill may reach the wall. A pet may leave marks near a doorway. A busy entrance may collect more dirt. Clean those places when they need it. But the full house version of this task can usually move to a monthly rotation or an as-needed list. You might clean the baseboards in the living room this month and the hallway next month. You might wipe only the sections that are clearly dusty. You might leave the areas behind furniture until a deeper seasonal clean. A home can be clean even when the trim has not been freshly wiped. These details are not a daily measure of whether you are keeping up. Glass shows everything. Fingerprints, water spots, dust streaks, and the mark you only notice when sunlight lands at exactly the wrong angle. Because glass reflects light, a small smudge can feel much bigger than it is. But one mark does not require a full round of window cleaning. A bathroom mirror may need a quick spot wipe. A glass door touched by children or pets may need more frequent attention. A kitchen window near cooking steam may need occasional care. Handle the part that is clearly dirty, then stop. You do not have to clean every mirror because one has toothpaste on it. You do not have to polish an entire door because you saw one fingerprint. For many households, mirrors can be checked during the weekly bathroom routine. Large windows and glass doors can be cleaned less often when they are visibly dirty or as part of a monthly or seasonal rotation. When you search for streaks, you will almost always find one. The goal is not invisible glass. The goal is a home that is pleasant and functional. Sunlight can still enter through a window that has not been polished this week. Bathrooms do need regular care. Moisture, soap residue, and frequent use make them different from a spare room or decorative shelf. But regular care does not always mean a full scrub every day. Light upkeep may be enough after ordinary use. That could mean allowing the area to dry using ventilation hanging towels so they can dry, rinsing away visible residue or quickly wiping a fresh splash. What becomes exhausting is treating the shower like a daily deep cleaning project. Scrubbing every wall, grout line, fixture, track corner, and tub surface each day is the most demanding version of the job. It is not always the version the room needs. Separate light upkeep from deeper cleaning. Daily care can focus on moisture and obvious residue. A weekly routine can cover the main surfaces and fixtures. A less frequent deep clean can handle tracks, grout, hard water buildup, and corners that require more time. Your schedule may need to change if the bathroom stays damp, develops recurring mold, has poor ventilation, or is used heavily. In those cases, the moisture problem deserves attention rather than simply adding more scrubbing to your day. The aim is not to clean less at any cost. It is to stop repeating the deepest version of the task when simpler care will do. Kitchen cabinet fronts and appliance doors are always in view, so they easily become part of the daily cleaning loop. You wipe the counter, then notice the refrigerator handle, then the dishwasher door, then a mark on the cabinet under the sink. Soon you are polishing the whole kitchen even though you only came in to clear breakfast. Some areas deserve prompt attention. Clean food splatters when they happen. Wipe a handle after touching it with messy hands. Take care of grease near the cooking area before it becomes harder to remove. But most cabinet fronts do not need a full wipe every day. Use targeted cleaning. Clean the drip on the dishwasher. Wipe the handle that was used during food preparation. Remove the visible mark near the stove. Leave the untouched upper cabinets, the side of the refrigerator, and the less used doors for a weekly or monthly check. The kitchen can absorb every minute you offer it. There is always another drawer, shelf, appliance, or container that could look a little better. That is why a stopping rule matters. When food contact surfaces are clean, the dishes are handled, obvious spills are gone, and the room is ready for the next meal, the kitchen may already be done for today. Decorative shelves can create more work than they appear to. Every framed photo, candle bowl, vase, stack of books, and seasonal object becomes something to lift dust around, wipe, replace, and straighten. When several surfaces are filled with small objects, the room can feel as though it always needs attention. These areas do not need daily cleaning. If something has been moved, a quick visual reset may be enough. Dusting can happen weekly, every other week, or whenever buildup becomes noticeable. You can also reduce the work without removing everything meaningful. Leave a little more space between objects. Group related items together. Keep the pieces you enjoy seeing and remove the ones that only create maintenance. This is not a demand to become a minimalist. It is an invitation to notice whether the objects meant to make your home feel personal are quietly adding another layer of responsibility. A shelf should not become a daily test. If the objects are safe, the surface is reasonably clean, and the room feels comfortable, you can leave it alone. Now let us turn these 7 areas into a gentler cleaning rhythm. Daily cleaning should focus on what affects hygiene, safety, and the basic use of your home. That may include dishes, food preparation surfaces, obvious spills, essential bathroom needs, high-touch areas when needed, and a quick sweep in a heavily used zone. Daily cleaning is not meant to restore the entire home to perfect condition. It is meant to keep ordinary life moving. Weekly care can hold the broader work. That might include the main floors, bathroom surfaces, mirrors, dusting in rooms you use often, changing bedding and checking the kitchen for build-up. You do not need to do all of it on one day. Split it into smaller sessions that match your schedule and energy. Monthly care can hold the detail work, baseboards, window interiors, cabinet fronts, grout, door frames, less used rooms, decorative shelves. Rotate these tasks. Choose 2 or 3 this month. Leave the others for the next round. Seasonal care can hold the bigger projects, such as deep window cleaning, curtains behind large furniture, and rarely used cupboards. Those tasks are not overdue just because they are not part of today. They belong to a different rhythm. Of course, a schedule is only useful when it reflects the household in front of you. If someone is sick, if a person in the home has particular health needs, or if a surface has been contaminated, ordinary timing may not apply. Follow appropriate product instructions and reliable health guidance for that situation. For everyday life, however, the most important cleaning skill may be knowing when to stop. A useful question is this area dirty, unsafe, or blocking the way we need to use the room? If the answer is no, the task may be optional. Then ask, am I cleaning this because it needs care, or because leaving it imperfect makes me uncomfortable? There is no shame in either answer. The question simply helps you see what is driving the task. You can also create one visible closing point. Turn off the kitchen light, put the cloth away, return the vacuum to the closet. Write one task on tomorrow's list instead of doing it tonight. That physical cue tells your mind the home has not been abandoned. The work is simply finished for today. After 40, your energy may feel more valuable because you understand how many decisions can fit inside an ordinary day. You know how quickly a small task can expand. You know that a home can consume every available hour when nothing defines enough. The goal is not to care less. The goal is to care with more intention. Clean what protects health. Clean what makes the home usable. Clean what genuinely changes the way a room feels. But let the unused room wait. Let the baseboards wait. Let the glass hold one fingerprint. Let the floor be clean where life actually happened. Your home does not need to look newly cleaned at every hour of the day. It needs to support the people living inside it, including you. Tonight, when you notice one of these 7 areas, pause before automatically reaching for the mop cloth or vacuum. Look at what is actually there. Maybe the floor only needs one spot cleaned. Maybe the spare room can stay closed. Maybe the mirror needs one quick wipe, not a full bathroom reset. Maybe the cabinet mark can wait until the weekly clean. The house may still contain dust. There may still be work for another day. That does not mean you failed to finish. A calmer home is not a home that is cleaned constantly. It is a home with a rhythm you can live with. And sometimes the most supportive thing you can do for your home is decide that it is clean enough for today. If this video helped you breathe a little easier, subscribe to Calm Her Daily for more gentle home habits for women over 40. And in the comments, tell me which area you are ready to stop cleaning so often.